I've always been this way in life and in sports. I'm very seasonal. I get excited for the next season. Like in winter, I like fall to winter, but then I like winter to spring and spring to summer. And just like I enjoy going from football season to baseball season. When I was in high school, I played baseball in the spring, and I got so excited for the start of baseball season. Spoiler alert, by May, I was sick of baseball and wanted to be done with the stupid sport and the stupid season.
Couldn't wait to lifeguard swim or just dink around all summer.
So this is inherently in me as a New Englander who deals with the change of seasons, both climate-wise and sports-wise. But I look and I see Cora talking and Breslow talking, and I think we're going to hear actually some cuts from Garrett Crochet today, who's one of the reasons that
filthy pig.
I'm excited to see him pitch. I'm excited to have an ace again. I'm excited to at least once in a 5 and/or spoiler alert 6-day cycle have an ace take the mound and be like a game I want to watch. I'm also buying in now. I've moved on from the fact that, okay, you didn't go get the bats I wanted. You didn't get Soto. You didn't get Pete Alonso. I guess Bregman and Arenado are still possibilities, and we'll get into that a little bit. But I'm also embracing the big three taking the spring training field together, Campbell and Mayer and Roman Anthony, and they're in BP. And I'm kind of just now resigned to the fact, I think it was Jeff Passan we had a couple weeks ago said 2026, they're going to be ridiculously good. Well, this is the start of that. We're going to see those young guys this spring and at some point this season, even if they start in Worcester. And so I have legitimate interest in this team, excitement that'll build toward the regular season for this team. It's not perfect. It's not perfect at all. But, you know, somehow their intention was to add a right-handed bat, and all they did is let O'Neill leave and take his 31 home runs with him. So there's flaws with this team. The bullpen, they can tell me they're deeper in the bullpen, and I'll say, okay, that's great. Who's your closer? And you're, well, we haven't really named anybody yet. Well,
it's going to be Hendricks, right? If you had to throw down at the table right now, your money would be on Hendricks.
Right now. And right now is February 12th. Let's see what happens when May 12th comes around and we just got past Cinco de Mayo and we'll see if he's still your closer. But I am legitimately excited and intrigued. And maybe I'm just buying in because they believe they're a playoff team. Breslow thinks they're a playoff team. Cora thinks they're a playoff team, which they haven't been a playoff team. That would be a nice step in a positive direction. But do you share any of my excitement, anticipation for the 2025 Boston Red Sox?
I was already excited to watch the boys of summer report to summer-like conditions in beautiful Fort Myers, Florida, one of my favorite areas of the country, heralding the start of baseball games that mean nothing other than having the sweet sound of America's favorite white noise in the background, in the air, once again, baseball. And then on top of it, on a day like today, you see the pitchers and the catchers, you hear from Crochet. The filthy pig is excited about being in Boston and wants to be the stopper, wants to be the man for the Red Sox. There's juice around the prospects, and we got the trailer for last year's Netflix documentary about the Red Sox today, and that highlighted just exactly the star potential of a couple of the guys that are on the team or what eccentric characters they are, Andy. And so all of this builds up to like, this is one big bouillabaisse. This is one big soup of excitement for baseball. That and the fact that it has snowed every other day for the past week, and it doesn't snow a lot during baseball season. So when I see baseball being played, I think, oh, good, it's not going to snow again. So hell yeah, I'm fired up for this Red Sox season.
So if I asked you, what is the biggest reason that you're excited, fired up, confident, intrigued by the 2025 Boston Red Sox, what would your answer be?
I'm going to power rank them for you. I'm going to give the bronze medal.
Okay.
I'm going to give the bronze medal to Alex Cora finding a way to get this team back to the playoffs.
He's in good shape, by the way. Did you see him?
He is. AC looks ready.
Said he ran 5 miles. He's been doing 9:20 pace down in Puerto Rico. Gets up here. He's doing 8:45s today or yesterday. 8:45s. That's a good pace.
That's not a jog. That's when a jog becomes a run. Once you get 9 and under, that's when a jog becomes a run.
Is that the rule?
I made that up just now. Do you like it?
Yeah, and I'll go with it.
10-minute miles are still jog-ish, if you will, but once you get 9 and under, now you run.
You get under 9. Okay, you're calling that a run. I like it. Okay. Alex Cora.
The silver medal goes to Crochet. I am fired up for a stopper. An ace, a big guy who wants to take the ball every 6 days and just fire straight heat, filth, and be the man. We have not had someone want to be the man in some time, at least not since the prime of those couple years we had of Chris Sale. Yes.
So let me ask you, Crochet.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? Because I know on the old show, the old version of the old afternoons with Arcand, I made the mistake of saying, could he be Pedro? And I don't mean in talent, but in terms of you brought Pedro in from Montreal to be the next ace, to be the stopper. And he obviously went in historic and Hall of Fame direction with that role. But what does he have to do to be what you're looking for him to be, to fulfill your excitement? Are we talking Cy Young 20-game winner? They end up giving him a $400 million contract by August? Or, what? Because obviously Chris Sale, the comparisons are there because the White Sox, the lefty. I know Cora said he's like Chris Sale, but a little bigger, a little more size to him.
A little less. Yeah, he looks like a slightly more durable Chris Sale.
So, but what do you need from Crochet? Are you looking for, starts the first 2 months 7-0 with a sub-1 ERA or something crazy?
Fine, go on.
Or is it less than that? More realistic expectations?
Realistically speaking, what I'm looking for from Garrett Crochet is someone who wins 3 out of every 4 starts. Somebody that rarely puts you in a position to get blown out. That is good for 6, maybe 7 innings every time. A legitimate ace. Like, not seeing him go 2 1/3, 7 earned, 3 strikeouts, 5 walks in his second start because, he just didn't get tuned up in time. This guy knows that a big payday is looming, and I mean like a big payday. And if he goes out there today and delivers, this is not just today, this season, this is the most likely place he's going to get that payday. So I want a regular top of the rotation badass that throws upper 90s and keeps the Red Sox in every one of those starts.
So I'm not necessarily a quant or an analytics guy, all that. But I go to his baseball reference page, and they have a projection, for the 2025 season. Tell me what you think of this projection.
Okay.
6-9 record. 6-9 record. You hear that? 6-9.
I'm not going to say nice.
Okay, not nice.
Nope.
ERA of 3.69. 127 innings pitched. He gave 15 home runs, 37 walks. His whip is 1.15.
I'm sorry.
160
is this like Wikipedia?
Strikeouts. No,
can you hack baseball?
I don't think
baseball reference so that you can actually just enter whatever you want like Wikipedia?
This is, I think, supposed to be a quantitative analysis of his past and future and comps and all those things, and they come up with, I'm sure they have some proprietary computer formula thing. AI has entered the conversation.
What?
I got to tell you, if Garrett Crochet only wins 6 games, I know wins are an archaic stat in baseball. You're not supposed to care about wins anymore for starting pitchers. But if he only
worse season last year, Andy, than last year, that would mean he would have a worse season for the Red Sox in 2025 than he did basically for the White Sox, the worst team maybe in the history of baseball last season.
So you're telling, because I also would say if that's his projection, my projection is they are not a playoff team. I do not believe the Red Sox will be a playoff team with Garrett Crochet winning 6 games. I find that very difficult to rationalize in my head here in early February.
Yeah, I think you can probably lean into that take. If he goes 6-9, I mean that's like, I thought you were going to say like 16-9.
No.
To which point I'd be like, oh, that's good. I'll take that for sure.
Yeah, the only thing that's missing is the 1. Yeah, and I don't think it's a typo.
6-9. His ERA goes up from last year. He has fewer strikeouts. He has a higher whip. Is this because he's pitching in the American League East? I mean, you kind of basically face everyone almost the same number of times now, though, the way that they have the schedule broken down.
He also has less innings pitched.
Was he going to get hurt? He just got Tommy John a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I don't know. And to be fair, maybe this is just because he was such a breakout guy last year, maybe that throws off their projection system or whatever model at Baseball Reference. But yeah, that jumped out at me. If he wins 6 games, Garrett Crochet is a 6-game winner. That's 6, just in single digit 6. If he's a 6-game winner, I can't imagine they make the playoffs.